You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Excited to check out the next Happy Meal toy set for 2017. I know I said toys, but these are actually books. It is a 4-book set. Before I go any further, though, I want to say thanks for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. And thanks to everybody that is supporting Lucky Penny Shop. It really helps. Now let's move on to what we have here. I am going to actually wait on the books like I normally do, but check out this box. Now, I've had the books for over a week, and I have been waiting for the Happy Meal box to come out. It seems as though the Emoji Toy movie and box lasted a lot longer than normal, or than they usually do. So when I come back, let's check out the box. There's a punch out on the box, so let's do that. All right, here we go. Let's check out the Happy Meal box. Now, the main panel, or one of the panels, is the coolest book club ever. It's got the Happy Meal guy on a stack of books and then some fun-looking characters in this shaded blue. Let's go around this way. Now, you see here where it says, pop out this happy bookmark and use it in your favorite book. You'll never lose your place again, and the arrow goes to the other side. I'll just show you in a second. And then this side is really featuring what it's all about here. There's magic in books, and the simple act of reading with our children has a profound impact on their educational development. In celebration of its 200th anniversary, HarperCollins Publishers is joining forces with McDonald's US, and reading is fundamental to help make book ownership more accessible to children by donating more than 100,000 books to RIF programs and other literacy efforts across the country. And then there is the side with the punch out, which I'll do in just a second. It's normally just a red side with the smiley. And then the final side, choose Go-Gurt. And then there is a word search. So let's see if you can do all those. Find them in the word search. And that's really it. So let's check out this punch out. Let's see how easy it comes out for our bookmark. Now, when I get Happy Meal boxes, I usually get 2. So I have a backup, and then I also have an extra one just to store with the toys. I have bins and bins of Happy Meal toys going way back. Okay, so sometimes they don't punch out that easy, so I just take a small tool and that will help start the process. Okay, almost there. I'll have to use this in my new books. Sometimes these are just really hard to pop out. I remember some of the earlier boxes that I did. It was building all of these little structures with the box. There was tons of perforations to pop out. All right, there you go. There's also it's like an extra fold here. Let me see if I can cut this one down here just slightly. So it looks like when you put it in your book, you flip this out. There we go. There's a few more. That definitely weakens the side of the bookmark, but wow. Like I said, sometimes these are a challenge. Okay, there we go. So it looks like you put this over your book in like that, and then that sits and keeps the pages, huh? I guess so. All right, well, there you go. That is the box. So now let's move on to the books and check them out. Okay, here we go. Book number 1. It looks like from the back there's other fun little pieces of stuff in here. Stickers maybe? We will see. There's the book. Then you have 7, 8, 9, 10 Math Maker Order Sorter. Okay, so you can sort out. And then let's see what else we have here. It looks like a little... Oh, more. Okay, so you have 2 sets for sorting numbers. All right, that is book 1. And then there's this little cardboard foldy cube. Oh, this looks interesting. Who doesn't love a little folding in the morning? Or depending on where you're watching and the time. A to A. B to B. And then C to C. Huh. It's like a little math block. Got the plus sign and the minus sign. Pretty neat. Alright. And then let's check out the book. Pete the Cat's got class. It's math time, says Pete's teacher, Mr. G. Pete the Cat loves math. He loves how the numbers work together. If I add 3 red blocks and 4 yellow blocks together, how many blocks will we have in all? Says Mr. G. Pete raises his hand. 7 blocks, says Pete. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Very good, Pete, says Mr. G. Mr. G asks the class a subtraction question. If I take 2 blocks away from 7 blocks, how many blocks will be left? Pete raises his hand, but the teacher calls on Tom. 9, says Tom. Pete feels bad for Tom. Tom is super smart. He can name all the dinosaurs. He just has trouble with math. Pete has an idea. He will help Tom become awesome at math. Helping is cool. On the bus home from school, Pete sits next to Tom. Do you want to come over to play? Tom asks. I got some cool new race cars for my birthday. Awesome, says Pete. We can do our math homework and then we can race the cars. I hate math, says Tom. You don't hate math, Pete tells Tom. You just don't love it yet. Pete sets up some blocks. If I had 5 blocks and then 3 orange blocks together, how many blocks will I have in all? This is boring, says Tom. Can we play with my race cars? This gives Pete a great idea. Sure we can, he says. Ooh, I know what he's planning on doing. Pete lines up some race cars. If 5 red cars are going to the racetrack and 5 yellow cars are going to the car wash, how many cars are on the road, he asks. Easy, says Tom. 10 cars, like a traffic jam. Now, what if 2 of the cars stayed home, Pete says. How many cars would be left? Says Tom, studying the lineup. 8 cars. Right, says Pete. See, I told you that math is awesome. Pete quizzes Tom on one math problem after the next. 4 cars minus 1. 3, says Tom. 8 cars plus 7, says Pete. 15, says Tom. I can't believe it. I'm doing math, and I'm loving it. Well, that's good. Pete and Tom do their homework. Let me know if you need my help, says Pete. Thanks, says Tom, but I know what I'm doing now. The next day, Pete hands in his math homework. Tom does too. Oh, it looks like 7, 6, 2, 9, 5, 4. Okay, they both got them all right. After lunch, the teacher passes back their assignment. Oh, that was wrong. I mean, they got them all. Okay, let's start that over. They got them all the same. After lunch, the teacher passes back their assignment. Pete and Tom each got one wrong. The same one wrong. I'd like to see you 2 after class, Mr. G says. You both know not to copy someone else's homework, says Mr. G. We didn't copy, says Pete. We both got the same answer wrong. Mr. G tells them. How can we prove that we got the answer on our own, says Tom. I know, Pete tells him. Bring your cars to school tomorrow. Why, Tom asks. You'll see, says Pete with a smile. The next day, Pete and Tom get to school early. What are all the race cars for, asks Mr. G. To show you how Tom got to be so good at math, says Pete. Give Tom a math problem, Pete says. Any math problem. I'll get it right, says Tom, without Pete's help. Mr. G gives Tom one math problem after the other, and Tom uses the race cars to get all the answers right. Wow, says Mr. G. I'm impressed. Pete helped me by making math fun, Tom says. I think that's something we can all learn from Pete, Mr. G says. Take it from Pete. Math is neat. All right, I wasn't planning on reading the whole book, but there you go. And then there's some other stuff here. Ooh, make your own math problem. So you do it here, and then you roll this, and then you say 2 plus 2. All right. There's a little maze in there. Can you find 10 differences? Those are always fun to do. Right away, can you find them? The eyes are different. No glasses. There's 2. There's probably one leg missing on the table. I'm sure there are more. Read these Ruby Pete the Cat books and more. All right, so that is toy number 1. Oh, I said it again. That is book number 1. Here is book number 2. Now, I will not read you the rest of the books, although Amelia Bedelia is fun to read. I've read the regular size books. Okay, what's in here? Different stuff. Oh, it's a much bigger book too, it looks like. Well, maybe a few more pages. All right, and then there is this card. It says, match the stickers to the names of all my friends. Oh, so these are stickers. It doesn't look like they come off, though. Amelia Bedelia. Oh, match the stickers. Oh, here's the stickers. Illustrations. Okay. Yep, so you're matching these stickers. What's in here? It's like a little book, so you can hold things in it, I guess. Oh, here they are. Ah, well, that was tricky. Because these open up, these little doors, see? So it's a game. Aha, I get that. Okay. So you open up and match all the stickers to the names of all my friends. Okay. And then this is an actual sticker sheet. There you go. So another little game to play. Here is the book. We'll give you a quick flip through and see what kind of games are on the back end here. Have fun. All right, so you got a maze. And that's really it. All right, so that is book number 2. Here is book number 3. Okay, let me get these. I'm falling out of order here. Book 1, book 2, and you see book 3. I'll put that bag over there. And then let's see what's in this one. Okay. A nice little scene. All right, so you pop out your little bugs and put them on the scene. These are stickers. Nice sticker sheet. And then these, are they stickers? Yes, they are stickers. And then this is another set of stickers, but this kind of shows them you stick them together and you place them and stick them on here, but it almost looks dimensional on this, doesn't it, the way they did this? Where's that butterfly? Here's the wings. Trying to figure that out. That to that to that. All right, let's do one. Oh, wow. Oh, it's super sticky and thin. Let's save that and that. They want this folded over here. And then this folded over here. Okay. Yep, that's how they show it. And they don't show those inner pieces, they're just inner pieces. And now you have a dimensional little butterfly that will stick, but his wings will be up. That is cool. Now that I really like. What do you think about that one? That one's pretty neat. All right, and then here is the books. Here's the story. Oh, this one seems to be a much smaller story. We were having a science fair at school. Miss Kitty said, "We are each supposed to do a special project." Tiger was going to do his about tricks. Gator was going to do his about stars. Gabby was going to do hers about horses. Everyone had an idea except for me. Oh, you look so sad. I told Mom I need an idea for my project, so she took me to the library. The librarian showed me the science section. There were lots and lots of books, and they gave me lots and lots of ideas. Yeah, look at that. Look at all the ideas. First, I made a rocket ship. But no matter how hard I tried, I didn't fly to the moon. Oh, that's too bad. Then I decided to dig for dinosaur bones. I dug and dug, but all I found was one of my dog's chewing bones. Well, that sounds exciting. After that, it was time for lunch, and there, right next to my sandwich, was a caterpillar. "Mom, Dad," I shouted, "I know what I'm going to do. My project about caterpillars." Ooh, look, she doesn't seem too happy. She's cooking lunch there. There's a mouse on the counter, and then he's playing with a caterpillar. Dad helped me look up facts about caterpillars. Did you know that a caterpillar starts its life as an egg? When it hatches, it eats leaves and flowers all day and all night long. So I went outside and hunted for caterpillars. They sure were hard to find. I put the caterpillars in a special box with some leaves and some flowers so they would have enough to eat. Dad and I went to the store to get poster board, markers, and glue. You sure need lots of stuff when you do a project. I wrote my report on the poster board, but I wrote a little too big. Dad had to go back to the store and get more poster board. Then I drew some pictures of caterpillars and glued them onto my report, but the glue was a little too sticky. Oh, he's having all kinds of problems. Did you know that a caterpillar gets bigger by splitting its skin down the back and crawling out in a new skin? There he is at the science fair. A week later, it was time for the science fair. Everyone brought in a project. I set up my poster board and opened up the box with the caterpillars in it, and you know what? A whole bunch of butterflies flew out. That's because caterpillars turn into butterflies when they grow up. It was the best science project ever. All right. So this one, can you find these items hidden in the pictures below? That is cool. And then read these little critter books and more. All right. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to organize a little bit here and come back with number 4. Okay, number 4. I'll probably take one more break and reorganize this all for you in a nicer fashion. All right, so this one has a book, a sticker sheet, looks like to be like punch outs or cutouts with the little mouse that's on the cover of the book. Let's just see what the story's all about. If you take a mouse to school, wasn't there if you take a dinosaur to school, you take a fish to school, isn't this a whole, let's see. This is all about a mouse. What am I thinking? I thought there was a dinosaur one or something, backpack and a kid. All right, well, here we go. If you take a mouse to school, well, I'll tell you what, let's set the little mouse up. Let's punch him out. Okay. And then let's do this here. Let's just make him our little reading buddy, huh? It looks like the second sheet all attaches to this. Like the little mouse hat and the pencil. Okay. You think it goes on the back or the front? I'm going to say the front. Something like that. Maybe not as much over his eyes. There's my little mousey. Okay, I'll read him a story. Then it looks like there's a little pencil that you can put in his hand, and then almost looks like little goggles that you would probably fold over and around. The hall pass, a backpack, paper. Maybe it all goes with the story. We will have to see. And then here's another little sticker sheet that goes along with that. Very nice. Lots of little accessories as you read. If you take a mouse to school, looks like he's combing his hair. He'll ask you for your lunchbox. Okay. When you give him your lunchbox, he'll want a sandwich and a snack for later. Then he'll need a notebook and some pencils. He'll probably want to share your backpack too. Of course, he needs a place to hang out. When you get to school, he'll put his things in your locker and take a look around. Okay. He might do a little math and spell a word or two. He'll even try a science experiment. Kaboosh! It explodes everywhere. Well, those are the little goggles. See, he's got the little goggles there. And then, let's see, then he'll need to wash up. You'll have to take him to the bathroom. Once he's nice and clean, yeah, he sure made a mess in there too. He'll be ready for his lunch. On the way to the lunchroom, he'll see some building blocks. He'll build a little mouse house and make some furniture out of clay. Then he'll need some books for his bookshelf. He'll start by writing one of his own, so he'll need a lot of paper. There's the paper. He'll probably use up all your pencils. There's the pencil. When he's finished, he'll want to read his book to you. Then he'll want to take it home, so he'll put it in your lunchbox and tuck it in a safe place. When the bell rings, he'll run out to wait for the bus. And wait, do you see him there? He's really shiny. He's leading the group of kids. While he's waiting, he'll play a quick game of soccer. Then he'll ask you to shoot a few baskets. He's just hanging out and having fun with everybody. He'll do a little skateboarding with a rocket. When he stops to catch his breath, he'll want to eat a snack. So he'll ask you for your lunchbox. And chances are, if he asks you for your lunchbox, you'll have to take him to school or back to school. Help Mouse find his way through the maze. Can you find 10 differences? Very cool. There's a flower missing there, the fan blades. There's a pot missing there. There's a leg missing on the little green chair. Okay, there you go. All right, let me do this. I will clean this up, come back, and then show you all of the books. All right, there you go. So now I've read all the books to you except for this one. So you got to go to McDonald's and see if you can find that one. Amelia Bedelia's first day of school. Now, my favorite is the butterfly. I did flip my butterfly around, but then I'm thinking to myself, well, a butterfly can go in any direction if he's flying, right? He can go there and just fly around the yard. So that's that. That is my favorite. I think having these little butterflies is pretty neat. And then I guess this one would be my next favorite, the one on the far right. If you take a mouse to school because you got the little pop out. Let me know what you think. Which is your favorite? All right, like I mentioned, going to avoid the app this round just because it's not really doing much more than what it's done before, but I will probably check in every 3 or 4 videos maybe and kind of see if it's changed. And as always, thanks for watching and supporting Lucky Penny Shop. I really appreciate it. All your support and watching, everybody who's coming back every day. It would really help if you can get out there and spread the word however you can, friends, family, whatever you can do. It would be appreciated. But thanks for watching. Later! If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave!
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
pick it up!